Community, I hope you are doing good. In this discussion we will see how to make read-only fields based on the condition specifically in the view. Okay, and in case you missed previous discussion about Attrs attribute specifically for the migration of the module, please check, link is given in the description. If you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the Weblands channel. Under the home screen you can see Odoo 17 and 18 development tutorial. Right now we are working on this playlist. If you are a beginner and want to learn from the beginning, you can visit this playlist because this is the main playlist and those are the topic wise sub playlist available. Okay, so guys, if you didn't subscribe this channel, please subscribe. It will help me a lot, plus it will give you the latest notification about upcoming sessions. So how we can make read-only fields based on the conditions, right? So let's say if I'm going to the school profile, based on the condition I want to make it this field as a read-only, right? Then how I can do it? So guys, if you remember, I already used one more attribute, which is the read-only, in the Python side as well as in the XML side. So the same attribute we are using in the school profile here. Okay, now I will cover two topics. The first topic is how we can implement in the latest version and how you can also implement in the older version. So why I'm giving you these two options, because while you are migrating the older version to the newer version, so in that case it would be very easy to migrate your modules, okay, without any issue. So the first thing is this amount field. Okay, let's say this amount field and this ref field. So these two fields. Now let's say the previously, let's talk about from Odoo 16 or the older version. Okay, how we are implementing, we are using the Attrs attribute. In the Attrs attribute we are using as a read-only, and here we have to provide list of tuple, right? Something like this. So this is the case. Let's say this field is read-only when the amount is 0, less than 0, or let's say less than 1. Okay, and if I'm trying to upgrade this module, in our case it won't be work because we are using right now Odoo 18. Okay, so guys, if you don't know how to configure Odoo in PyCharm, please check editor level playlist. I already explained everything. So in our case, you can see now it says something, let's say equal to 0. Okay, let me use this one to avoid that error message. So here you can see it says, since Odoo 17 the attrs and the stats attributes are no longer used. Okay, so what it is, what is the attrs and what is the stats, we don't need to worry about as of now. Specifically this stats, the attrs we already talked about our last session, right? And you can see still we are using as an older version attribute. So it says you don't need to use this one, and instead you can use directly this read-only here. Then you have to remove completely all this stuff. You have to use something like this. Instead of using this line of code in older version, now in a newer version you have to use something like this. Okay, let me upgrade the module one more time. Now you can see, okay, so here I have done one mistake. So here we don't need to use only equal to, but we have to use equal to. Okay, and now you can see, so it's upgraded successfully, right? Now you can see this field, right now you can see I can edit this field. Why? Because here it's the condition is match. So you can see here, what is the condition? If amount is 0, then this field is read-only. So let's make it as a 0, and now you can see I'm not able to edit. Okay, let's see if I will add as a 1. Now you can see it's I can edit this options, this field, right? Now this is the first case. We can also use directly read only one without any conditions. So 1 means the true and 0 means the false. So by default it's 0. Okay, 0 means we can, this read only effect is not applied to this field. But if I will use here as a 1, so without any conditions, so you can see we applied here the condition, right? But right now here I'm not added any conditions, only used here 1. So that means it's a read only now, right? It's a read only completely. So this is the second case. Third case is, let's say amount equal to 0 or name equal to wavelengths. So this is the multi conditions. Okay, so this is the single condition. You can also apply the multi conditions. And if you don't want to apply any conditions directly, you want to make it as a read only, then simple you can use as a read only 1. Okay, let me upgrade the module. Let me refresh the screen. Here you can see this field, it's not a read only as of now, right? But let's say if I'm using here 0, then you can see it's a read only, right? But let's say due to multi conditions, right, if I'm using here wavelengths, then again you can see this field is read only. Let me discard changes, right? So like this way you can make it as a read only using the read only attribute. And this attrs we have to always use in version 16 or the older version. For the 17, 18 or the upcoming versions, we have to use directly read only. So that is the main difference here in the view level. Okay, so I hope you understood about this topic. Still, if you have any doubt related to this topic, please comment below and see you in our next session.